Welcome back, Captains. This is Admiral Yatis Defark with Starfleet Special Command. I'm here today with a ship build series update video for my Fleet Tactical Escort Retrofit, the U.S.S. Defiance. As always, I'm going to be breaking the build down into 8 parts, so let's get started. Alright guys, I've done a couple updates to the ship. As you can see, just about everything's getting to where it's just about fully maxed out. Go over start up right here with the 4 weapons. Still got the same advanced fleet phaser, dual heavy cannons, Mark 12, damage times 2, accuracy times 2. Used to run 3 of these, but I actually on the third slot ended up switching, going with the phaser quad cannons from the Sao Paulo Defiance ship. Went ahead and purchased that so I could get these quad cannons, and I can tell you it made a pretty big difference. I probably got on average from say 500 to 1,000 extra DPS from adding that. It just depends on how you want to look at it. Realistically, probably 750 DPS was added just by going to that, from what I've seen on my ship build. Next is going to be the advanced fleet quantum torpedoes. That's going to be the damage times 3 accuracy. And since the last time I did the build video on this, I think I had the regular Mark 11. I've actually gone ahead and gotten all Mark 12, the Borg 3-piece. And I've also gone ahead and bought a advanced fleet warp core. Reason for going with this one, it kind of fit the build. Everybody knows that dilithium's hard to come by these days, so I just found a warp core that I could use between this Defiant build and my auxiliary to battery Odyssey build, and this actually works really well, moving it back and forth between the two. It's basically the original warp core I had on my Defiance and the Odyssey. It's basically those 2 warp cores put together, and it makes this one. So it seemed like a good fit, and so far it's worked really well. Having the extra auxiliary power in this build, as I'll show you when we get down to talking about my captain's abilities, it actually helps out a lot. Aft weapons, got the same, the advanced fleet phaser turrets, damage times 2, accuracy times 2, and the Borg kinetic cutting beam. Most of this hasn't changed. Subspace field modulator, and I believe last time I may have been running weapons batteries. I've switched to auxiliary batteries. I'll explain that here shortly. Engineering consoles, I've got the assimilated module, 0-point energy conduit, and this comes from the new fleet stuff from the fleet dilithium mine. So far, when I purchased this one, we had actually unlocked the first level of it. It's actually an enhanced neutronium alloy plus turn. Basically what it does is it gives you the 18.8 kinetic, 18.8 all energy, and it also gives you the 18.8 flight turn rate. So it's like adding an RCS console there. So that was really nice. I'm glad they did that, because a lot of these builds, especially on the escorts, you're running kind of light on your console options, so you really have to try to pick what you need the most, and this actually gives you the option to get a little bit of extra turn rate. Science consoles, I'm running the 2 blue Mark 11 field generators. And I will show you this over here real quick. I actually have been swapping it in and out with these the threat reducing consoles that y'all saw on my Odyssey build, the minus threat. I do like them and I don't like them. The threat scaling does work on it. I tend to not get shot at a lot, but when I do get shot at, the extra shield capacity, I'm missing this extra shield capacity. So I could probably swap out the assimilated regenerative shield and put in the Mako like everybody else does, and then bring these over and fill them in here. That Mako shield's got a little bit extra capacity on it, and that would probably even it out, but by doing that you're going to lose the 3-piece bonus on this, which some people it really doesn't matter, but to me I actually like it. It's the assimilated tractor beam. It actually helps out a lot. I've been running some PvP matches with some of the other people in our fleet, and they don't expect it. It comes out of nowhere. They wouldn't think an escort would be running something like that. So for the PvE stuff, if you're running some of the ones that's got the cubes and the spheres and all that stuff running around, you can actually come through, especially when you're dealing with ones that are going to the gate, like the probes that are going to the gate. You get one that might get by somebody, you can get over there real quick and tractor it up, slow it down to keep it from getting to where it can warp out, and to give you enough time to take it out. So it actually comes in handy. Last thing on this page that I've updated, I think last time I only had one purple Mark 11 phaser relay. I went ahead and saved up enough and got all 5 of them in the very rare Mark 11. Alright, from here, let's go ahead and go into the skills. I'm going to blow through this real quick. It's the same skill set that I've been using from the hilbertguide.com. On to my traits. I have added some. I actually did a respec not too long ago and just changed some of this stuff up. Definitely geared more towards space than ground. Alright, for my BOF layout, for the Commander Tactical, running Tactical Team, Attack Pattern Beta, Torpedo High Yield 3, and Cannon Rapid Fire 3. For the Lieutenant Commander, another Tactical Team, Attack Pattern Beta, Cannon Rapid Fire 2, and the Ensign, running the High Yield. For my Lieutenant Engineering, running 1 emergency power to shields and 1 emergency power to weapons. Adding, I think last time I still had that emergency power to weapons, that I've decided I'm probably going to end up leaving it there. Before I was feeling kind of squishy without both those emergency power to shields there, but I found a way around that, and I'll show you that here shortly. And we've got hazard emitters and transfer shield strength. Alright. Go ahead and hit the duty officers real quick while we're right here. Alright. Let me get over here where I need to go. There it is. Alright, for the active space, I'm running 3 projectile, purple. Reduces the cooldown on the recharge time on the torpedoes. I'm running a con officer for the tactical team and buff, and then I'm running the damage control engineer for the emergency power to weapons, emergency power to shields. Eventually I'm going to try to get these in purple, but once you start getting these purple ones, they get expensive, so just trying to save up and get those. Alright, go ahead and hit the reputation real quick. As of when I did this, I think I was tier 3 or tier 4. I've actually gone ahead and completed tier 5. Right now I am running the Omega weapon proficiency, Omega weapon training, regenerative shield augmentation, Omega graviton amplifier, and the medical anti-cloud. Nucara, I'm mid-level 3 right now, running the Indomitable, enhanced shield penetration, and I haven't really looked at these two awful much. Probably end up going with that one right there, the auxiliary power configuration offense. That's gonna probably beef up a little bit, and then I'll get that last one. New Brownless, almost done with tier 5. It's slowly coming along. I've got the enhanced personal shields, the precision, reactive shielding, emergency secondary shielding, and then I'll end up getting the quantum singularity manipulation. Alright. From there we're going to come down here and I'm going to talk a little bit about my BOF skills and kind of give you an idea how I run things, try to explain how I can run through these STFs, and explain what was going on with the extra auxiliary that I was talking about. Alright, so basically what I've been doing by adding that other different warp core, as you can see, look at my power levels right here. So I'm running at 95, 125, running at 85, 50, 5630, and 5725. A couple things I've been playing around with is backing off some of the shields and giving some more of this auxiliary, and the reason for that is the only two heals besides the emergency power shields that I have on here is hazard emitters and the transfer shield strength, and both of those operate off your auxiliary power. That's why I added these auxiliary batteries. What you can do is you could actually program your balanced one to be an auxiliary, so it would dump everything into auxiliary if you really needed a quick heal. I actually have done that, so I've actually got my auxiliary battery here and this. I can pick either one depending on the situation. If I need a quick heal, if you hit your auxiliary battery and then hit both, let's say you get beat up pretty bad, and you can hit your evasive maneuvers, move out, get away enough to where you can start getting your heals going, just hit that auxiliary battery, hit both of these at the same time, and you can pretty much go from being completely down on the hull and completely down on the shield all the way back up. By the time I hit it, turn around and start heading back to whatever I was fighting, I'm pretty much right back, full power, everything, full shields, full hull. As always, I'm still running the Hilbert guide, spamming the space bar. The first one, I'm going to have the emergency powered weapons 2, emergency powered shields, the attack pattern betas, cannon rapid fires, and then the torpedo high yields, Of course, you get everything here that most of the attacks have. It's going to be your tactical fleet, tactical initiative, fire on my mark, go down fighting, brace for impact, and attack pattern alpha. One thing I do want to show that I did play around with, just because some people are running the attack pattern alphas at their station. I can't remember which one of my boss does this. I believe it was, yes, there it is. I did run this setup. Basically just bumps everything down to 1 and you lose the second attack pattern beta. This is usually what I run when I'm flying against people in the fleet doing 1 versus 1 PvP or doing some team PvP stuff. That extra attack pattern omega actually helps. In game, in the PvE stuff, it does help out a little bit, but for some reason I guess it's just my fly style. I like running with the 2 attack pattern betas. I tend to get more DPS out of it that way, but it is definitely this is definitely right here another option to go with, but like I said, I prefer the other way, and I just really use this one for doing the PvP stuff. But like I said, that's usually where I leave it. Alright, so just to give you a quick show of the ship. I actually went ahead and, like I said, I bought the Sao Paulo, so I got to add some extra ship parts. And the sail's a little different. Actually elongated the hull. I can't remember which. I think it's the Gallant hull. It's a little bit elongated, but I actually like the looks of this one a little bit better. Alright guys, as always, I'll include some parses at the end of this video. I'm going to show, I believe I've got 3 or 4 different parses. I believe it's just 3 I've actually run over the past couple days. I did not handpick these. These are just anytime I go and run and infected the conduit, I hit the parse, and for the most part this build as it sits right now, I've been getting somewhere, it's 9 times out of 10 when I go into the infected the conduit, I can usually get over 9k. I think before, I was on my first video, I was getting about mid 7s. Adding that stuff and the consoles really helped out. Got it up to 9. Like I said, 9 times out of 10 I'm in the 9k range, and most of the time I'm in the high 9s, 9.5, 9.6, 9.7. That's usually where I've been running with that. But again, if y'all have any questions, have any comments, any suggestions for anything, any of my builds or anything, things that I might want to try, I'm always open to suggestions. I will try them out, and if it helps out, I'll gladly do another update video for any of my ships. But anyway guys, I'll see you among the stars. Y'all just a fart. Out.